So we are going to do a single leg squat and work on our single leg balance and stability. So I need you to either go to the kitchen sink, a column, if you have a column in your house, or those of you that are more advanced, you won't need anything. You'll be able to do this without any help. But you could also use like the dining room table, a coffee table if it's high enough, or a side table, anything that's high like that, or the back of a chair, dining room table chair, the arm of a chair, just depends. So what you're gonna do, like with the furniture, is you're gonna stand on one leg, and you're gonna try to sit back. Don't let this knee come out past the toe, right, when we do that. So we're gonna squat back. Don't let the knee come out past the toe, and you could also put these toes on the ground. No weight in that. It's just to help you just a little bit so that you're a little more balanced, or you can work on that strength. You don't want the knee to come out past the toe. So use your object like that, piece of furniture, or your column, or your kitchen sink, or a TRX suspension strap is going to allow for a little better alignment. You're going to be able to sit back farther with that. So we want to make sure the front knee is over the front heel. You can leave these toes down a little bit, but try not to have any weight in them. They're just to help you feel a little more stable when we do this. So those of you that are more advanced, you'll be able to just hover and do that single leg squat. And those of you that want to work on that, don't feel like you have to go super low. Just go to what range of motion you can do today. All right, so here we go. Let's take some nice deep breaths. Inhale up, exhale down. Get close to your object or find your focal point. Get that foot set, the base foot. I'm going to use a column. We're going to sit back. Knee stays over that heel. We're going to use as much range of motion as it's possible for us safely. Now we're going to go to the bottom of that and go halfway up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then go to the top of that and halfway back. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then full range of motion. 7, 6, use as much of that range of motion as you can. Stand all the way up, squeeze the glutes, the pelvic floor, the abs, the back, all the posture muscles all the way up. Really tuck that butt in and really squeeze it tight. 3 more. 3, 2, and last 1. Good job. So then stand on the other leg, ankle on the knee. You can sit in a chair and do this stretch, or you can work on your one-legged chair pose. Flex this foot, hinge forward at the hip so the spine is very straight as we do that one-legged chair. Use your focal point. Breathe, hold the core tight. Good. All right, now let's do the other leg. So finding our balance, finding our focal point, breathing, use our helper if we have a helper, and let's go. Go to the bottom, do a test run. Everything feel okay? Let's go back to the bottom, come halfway up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then come up. Go halfway down. 7, come all the way back up. Don't forget to come all the way back up. That's where people mess up. They don't come all the way back up. And squeeze the glutes, squeeze the pelvic floor, squeeze the posture, squeeze the abs. Let's do 3 more. 2, and then let's do full range of motion. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. And then that leg you were standing on is going to be the leg that's on top for your one-legged chair. You can sit in a chair and do that stretch. All of us need to make sure that our spine is straight, our abs are in, we're hinging at the hip, so no rounded back. Use a focal point and breathe through that stretch. job. All right, so next, let me say this. A few weeks ago, we did the lunge where your foot was back against a wall like this. If you were really good at that and you like that, you could do that in this next move. I am not gonna do that today. But if you liked it, you remember it, you know how to do it, then you can do it. So we're gonna go into our lunge and let's find our stretch. So we are pulling our elbows back. We're really opening up the front of that body. We are just stretching here. Our front knee is over the heel. We're getting a little back bend. Breathe, and I ask for this back bend because we're about to do a forward fold. All right. Whew. So we're gonna hinge forward with a straight line from that heel through these hips, all the way through the shoulders, through the top of the head. Now, we can put our hands in the middle of this thigh, never on the knees, so don't put any hands or pressure on this front knee. We are going to go down, bend this back knee, and push into that angle with the front leg glute. So this glute over here is pushing us. This one's bending, this one's pushing us forward. All right, so push, really squeeze through that front leg. The back leg is just moving. It is squeezing a bit, but I really want you to put your brain to your front leg, and in that, really squeeze the glute and the thigh, the whole thigh, front, back, right, left. Squeeze deep in that glute and hip socket. All right, now let's go to the bottom of that. Halfway up, 7, 6, 5. Push through this front heel, push through this front ball of the foot. Make sure that knee is over the heel. 7 of those. Then go to the top, 7 down, 7, halfway, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, now let's do that full range of motion. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I know you feel it now. You probably didn't feel it in the beginning, but you feel it now, yes? Woo, shake that out. So with that, let's stand on the leg that was back. Don't lock those knees. Keep the hip in there strong. My hip in here likes to be weak. We need to focus on those weak spots. Make them do their jobs. Pick up these toes on the leg that was front, and let's stretch the back of that leg. That'll feel really good. Now weight in the hands in the middle of the thigh, never on the knee, and let's point and flex. So let's just take a break here. Breathe. Let's inhale with the toes down, and exhale, pull the toes up. Inhale, toes down. Keep that spine straight. Exhale, toes up. Try to keep that back flat. Abs in. Inhale. And exhale. Really can help bring back some control of the breath and the body by focusing that breath and that movement together. All right, so we have the other side to tackle. So put the other leg in front, find your balance. Remember, those of you that can do the wall back there, you can do that. So we're really trying to power up this front leg. So we're practicing here, we're bending that back knee and we're squeezing this back leg. We're keeping that diagonal line in the up position. We're not putting any pressure on this front knee, so we're keeping our hands back away from that knee, really squeezing all the way up through this front leg and really in this glute, the butt of the front leg, that is really firing. All right, let's go to the bottom. Let's come halfway up. 7, 6, control it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and go to the top, halfway down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then full range of motion. 7, 6, push through the heel, breathe. 5, focus. 4, focus internally. 3, 2, good job. And then stand up and let's work on that breath with that stretch. So our abs are tight, our back is strong, we're hinged at the hip. We never want a rounded spine in a forward fold. Hands in the middle of the base leg, and just inhale up this time, exhale down this time. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale nose, and then exhale mouth if you're hot. Exhale nose if you're not. Breathe however you can though. Great. Oh man, shake that out a little bit. Breathe through it. All right. So now we're gonna work like in our warrior three. Our warrior three and a glute squeeze holding that warrior three. So our base leg is gonna be working the glute isometrically, which we learned about isometrics last week, right? We used isometrics last week. So this leg, the standing leg, is our isometric leg. This leg is our dynamic mover, our dynamic exercise, our moving exercise. Glute. So they're both going to be working the glute and the legs. And the low back and the abs. All right? So let's first engage our pelvic floor. So squeeze the abs, tuck them under. Squeeze the glutes, tuck them in. Squeeze right to left in the hips like we're bracing the base of the spine and working our way all the way up through that spine. Pull the abs in, pull the back tight. So when I say core, that's what I mean. All that stuff, right? Everything I just said. So then let's find our base foot on the earth and let's find our focal point. Our focal point needs to be about 6 feet out in front of us. We are not looking up. We are not looking down. We have our head in a straight line from the tailbone to the top of the head. Let's find our balance. Let's find our warrior three. Your arms can be back or in airplane or in full warrior three or Virabhadrasana C or 3. Good, get a test there with that. Now you can use the arms or don't use the arms. That's gonna be up to you. Now here we go. We're gonna lift this halfway down. So 7, 6. Now those of you beginners could take your hands on a table, on the kitchen counter, on the back of a chair, and just hold the back of the chair and do just the legs. So we have one more here. Now go to the bottom, halfway up. 7, 6, 5. Squeeze all the muscles of both legs. 4, keep that core tight. 3, 2. Now full range of motion. 7, reach it out, stretch it out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. All right, you feel that? Yes. And let's get that one-legged chair pose again. You can sit in the chair or whatever leg was standing. That's the leg that is on top. So sitting or standing for one-legged chair stretch or hip rotator stretch. You have some muscles under the glute called the hip rotator, and we're really stretching that. You can also hug this knee in a little bit to kind of get different angles on that hip rotator and glute back here. Straight spine, abs in, breathe. Keep that chin up if you're balancing. Honestly, you should have your chin up if you're in the chair also. All of us should have that straight line from tailbone to top of the head. All right, whew, that's a lot of words. Hopefully they help you. Okay, take a little break. Nice deep breath. Find your breath, find your grounding on the earth. Reach up, stretch up through those arms, open up, take nice deep breaths. Let all that tension out we might have built. Big deep breaths. Alrighty, let's do that other side. So, engage the pelvic floor. Front, back, right, left, inner thighs engaged. Abs and back pulled in, nice and strong. Find that base foot spot. Ground that heel, follow the foot, find your focal point. Let's do a little test run into warrior three. We're trying to keep the hips and the shoulders pointing to the earth, and we're keeping all of that in a straight line as much as possible. Now, if it's hard for you, you might be a little more up, and that's okay. You're going to get there. All right, you can also hold on to something. Let's go. Full range. Now let's go halfway down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then let's go to the bottom. Go halfway up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then full range of motion, nice and slow, no swinging. 7, control it on the way down, eccentric. 6, 5, slow on the way down. 4, 3, 2, and last 1, and then into your one-legged chair pose. Woo, focus, breathe, stretch, flex this foot, spine straight, option to hug that in a little. All right. Guess what? Standing is done. Let's go to the floor. Grab a drink of water. I'm sure you need a little drink. You don't always want to do the same thing. You want to mix it up. You want to keep your body in shock. That's true for your yoga poses, your cardio, your weight training, everything. So as yogis, we tend to get into the same poses all the time, and we need to really expand our horizons. All right, let's sit up tall, feet together, knees open. Let's anchor those hands to those ankles, sitting up tall, working on pulling those shoulders away from the ears. And then let's just look right and left. So that straight spine, shoulders and hips in alignment, all that matters to the core. It really does matter. So your first powerhouse is your pelvic floor, glutes, inner thigh, abs, back. Your secondary powerhouse are your shoulders. So we need to keep these stretched and strong and in alignment. All right, let's sit up tall. Let's do a little modified boat. Make sure your low abs are tight for this. Level 1 is hands on the thighs, and you just find the lean back that challenges you. Shaking is okay, pain is not. So no pain, lean back. Option to have the hands off. Option level 3 is hands on, shin parallel to the floor. Those low abs are super tight. The low back is really strong. Level 4 is hands off, keeping that modified boat. Level 5 is legs straight, squeezing those inner thighs. Option to do Pilates. Feet, our hands are on. And level 6 is no hands. Hands off, straight spine, chin up, abs in. Squeeze the pelvic floor. Squeeze the legs together. Great job. So just a little boat pose. And then sit up tall. Pull those shoulders down, and let's look right and left again. Breathe. We're going to do one more boat, and then we're going to lie down. So remember, the main rule is getting that low back really straight and every muscle below the navel pulled in towards that spine to protect that spine. So low back straight in its natural alignment. So let me show you the bad way. Your spine should not look like this. See that collapse, that little couple inches? That makes your discs bulge. So we want to keep that straight. Sit up tall, lean back, engage the inner thighs like you've got your squeeze ball between your legs or your yoga block between your legs. Level 1, you can work, just stay here. You stay at your level. Level 2, no hands. You can go right into the full version, those of you that are more advanced, or you can work your way up with me. Level 3, level 4. Now, a way to start working on level 5 is do one leg at a time. And hold on, and you would switch the same amount of time for both legs. Full level 5 option. Don't let that back collapse. I feel mine starting to, so I'm really trying to squeeze those low abs tight. Squeeze that pelvic floor. That all helps if it starts to collapse. And then you can remove the hands. Shoo, since mine was collapsing, I'm not going to hold that too long. Be smart. Be smart with your back. Very important. You don't want to get put out for weeks and months. All right, so let's bend this front knee in front, even though you can't see it right now. But front knee bent in front, and let's take this back leg and bend it back and open this up. Open this, and let's reach away from that leg. Good. So we have one knee bent in front, one knee bent behind, and we're opening from that back knee through that same side arm. And doing this a couple times feels good, or this. Whew, all right. And then let's switch sides for that stretch. That really stretches that hip flexor. And then we're going to go to the floor and do our favorite things, bridge. Bridge is the best thing for your glutes. So if you're really trying to develop and tone and build your butt, bridges, I swear, across the board are the best thing. And I say that just from experience, but they definitely have been proven to be in those top 3 exercises to develop the butt. You can do so many different types of bridges. You can have so much more weight with the bridge. You don't have to worry as much on form. So 2 other things that are really good for butt is heavy squats and heavy lunges. Well, sometimes people do those too heavy and they don't do them in good form. So they hurt their back or they hurt whatever. And so I feel like the bridge is one of the easier ones that you can really power up with your weight and get really effective work. All right, so let's lie back however it feels good to you. Get back there. Take a moment, let your spine adjust to the earth. So let those arms spread and let's gently rock those knees side to side. If you've been in both classes, we've been standing a lot. So let's just take a moment and gently stretch that back. Nice deep breaths. Pull the shoulders down away from those ears. Reach through those knees. Option to take the head and look away. Breathe. Good. All right, so we have the neutral spine. The hips are on the earth. The arch has a low back. The low back has its arch. And then brace the spine down. Brace the spine down in the natural position. Pull the heels in close. Hands down by the sides. Let's do a normal bridge, up and down test. Get as high as you can. Now let's go to the top. Push the arms down. Keep the arch in the neck. Push the back of the head into the earth, keeping that arch. Strengthening that neck, holding there. Now let's go halfway down. 7, 6, really squeeze on the way up. 5, 4, 3, keep that pelvic floor tight, the inner thigh tight, the abs and back, the glutes, all that works together. And then let's go to the bottom. Don't touch the floor, halfway up. Squeeze. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good job. Then full range of motion. 7, really squeeze. 6, really focus. 5, 4. I want you to really work on the inside. You're working very internal too. And good job. So bring the knees to chest. We're going to do a single leg set, and then I'm going to give you the option to grab some weight. So let's first do a yoga bridge. Let's get back in that same position. Curl one shoulder under, curl the other shoulder under, and gently clasp those hands together. Push the head back, breathe into the belly. So we're bracing the core, but we're belly breathing this time. We're holding, we're not moving. Great job. Let's release that. Knees to chest. Make sure the head's pushing back. Keep the arch in the neck. Push the shoulders and the back of the arms down. Bring one heel in close to the glutes. Cross the other ankle on the knee, or hold the legs straight up, whichever way you like it better. And then let's lift up. 7. So go to the top. Top half. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bottom half. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Full range of motion. 7, really squeeze. Try to keep it in alignment. 6, push through that foot. 5, push through that butt. 4, keep the abs tight. 3, 2. Good job. Now if that hamstring or calf tries to cramp, you want to straighten that leg out. So if you're in that glute bridge, and whether you're doing it in yoga or toning or whatever, if this back of the leg tries to cramp on you, I want you to lengthen those muscles back out. So lengthen the hamstring, lengthen the calf, pull the toes towards the nose to lengthen through that Achilles tendon. All right, so other side. Arms down by the sides. We're going to do 2 more sets. Pull that heel in, cross the ankle, set your spine, make sure it's in alignment and all the muscles are stable and contracted, and let's go. So go to the top, And then here we go, half down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Go to the bottom. Don't touch the floor. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then full range of motion. 7. Really squeeze. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Good job. And then stretch that up. Now, here's your chance to grab some dumbbells. The heavier the better, but you need to have enough weight that you can control them. So what you're going to do is grab those dumbbells. We're going to do both feet on the ground. We're going to put the dumbbells on the hips with the dumbbells closer to those legs. Pull the heels in close. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Find the natural neck. And let's go to the top. Hold the dumbbells in place so they don't move. And let's go halfway down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then the bottom half. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And then the full range of motion. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Great job. And then set that aside. Pull both knees into the chest. Keep both knees on the chest and straighten the legs. So really tuck these legs in and straighten those legs. That's going to go into where the hamstring attaches to those glutes. What's been closed off there. All right, now let's go right into the single leg. Put the dumbbells in the same spot. Adjust them a little as you need to. Pull one heel in close. Cross the other ankle on the knee. Let's pull the shoulders down. Get the head and neck right. Hold the head up. Halfway down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So doing these little strengthening moves is going to help strengthen our yoga bridge. Go. 7, bottom. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Another added benefit. Go full range of motion. 7, 6, 5. All this muscle memory of where the head should be, where the shoulders should be, the strength in there. All that muscle memory is going to help you in yoga class do those bridges correctly and safely. All right, so let's switch sides. It's our last exercise. Whew. All right, get that in. Get everything set. Find the top. 7 half. 7, 6, 5, 4. Push that head back. Breathe. Keep that core tight. Work on the inside. 2. And then the bottom half. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And full range of motion. 7. Work through it. 6. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2. And done. Good job. All right, we made it. So let's pull that into the chest. Whew. Let's switch that back and forth. I want you to keep your sacrum down on the floor. And I want you to try to find the low back arch. Keep the low back arch and do this stretch. That's going to be safer on those discs. So brace your abs. Brace your spine with your abs and back. Keep that neutral spine and switch those legs into the stretch back and forth. So pulling the legs in without pushing the low back into the earth. Breathe. Good. Oh. And then anchor the arms wide. And let's rock those knees side to side. Big deep breaths. Whoo. Oh. Let all that go. Let's do one leg straight down, one leg straight up. Stretch where that hamstring and that glute meet. Keep the abs tight. Push that base knee downward. And switch. Now you can stay and stretch some more. It's really good to stretch about 30 seconds post-workout. You could go right into a yoga practice here. Everything is warmed up and ready to go, and all those muscles have a lot of blood flow, really supple to take those stretches. So good 30-second stretches or more post-workout are great. Another thing that would feel really good is a Sphinx or a Cobra, stretching those abs out, and then down dog, stretching the back of the legs out. All right, I hope you have a great day. Nice deep breaths. Have a fabulous day. Namaste.